are back with Alice's Route. Well, not Alice's Route, the Epilogue. Now, I've actually played this before because I thought Epilogue meant prologue and I was stupid. But I don't really remember what happens there, so, you know, it's fine. But yeah, you should go.
ここはどこだろう。
Okay, that's different.
歩いても歩いても出口の一つも見つからない。
Interesting, so now he's just talking like Yurika does.
真っ暗で何も見えない。さっきからどれだけの距離を歩いたのか、どれほどの時間が経ったのかよくわからない。僕はどうしてこんなところにいるんだろう。思い出せない。何も。誰かいますか？いたら返事をしてください。
No one's here.
初めから人なんていないのか。それとも一人ぼっちになったのか。
Interesting. So he says what we usually say at the beginning, which I guess makes sense now that we know that we're him and he's us.
わからない。何も僕には。なんだよこれ。僕が消えていく。やだ。やめてくれ。消えるのは嫌だ。誰か僕を。
When I awoke, I found myself lost in a world of darkness.
ここは真っ暗で何も見えないというのに、自分の姿だけははっきりとわかる。ここは夢の世界か。僕はアリスなのか。僕がここにいるなら、アリステアはどこにいるんだ。
Alice and Alistair is different? I had a strong sense of self from the very beginning. That was the difference between him and me. It defined me. As I walked straight through the darkness, there appeared before me a giant looking glass.
これは水晶の鏡？シンデレラ、白雪、赤ずきん、かぐや、グレーテル。それぞれの面に彼らの姿が映っている。
So both the wizard and Arisu don't have their own mirrors.
アリステアが眠りについたことで彼らも眠ってしまったのか。
Ah, because the wizard isn't asleep. Makes sense.
確かもう一人いたはずだが。
I peered into all the other mirrors but couldn't find him anywhere. Not only that, but the surface of the mirror was too cloudy for me to even see my own reflection.
あちら側の世界は見えない。アリステア、君は相変わらず自分勝手で弱くて情けなくて他人の力を借りなければ何もできないんだな。記憶を切り離して彼らを生み出しただけではなく、夢の中でまで僕の手を借りるのか。
Hair as cold as sunshine, eyes as blue as the sea. Reflected in the mirror was a confident young boy. Oh, how cute! Oh, he's adorable! Aww.
どうした？ 冴えない顔がますます冴えなくなっているじゃないか。
Mm-hmm.
冴えないって。僕の顔は君の顔と同じじゃないか。
So, Alice is another alter?
ああ、そうだ。色白金髪壁眼。美形でかっこよくてみんなの憧れの対象だが何か問題あるか？
からかわれる対象じゃなくて。
Yeah.
僕はみんなと違う。髪も目も日本人離れしている。だからといって、日本以外の国の人から見ても、僕はどこの国の人にも見えない。僕はどこに行っても外国人なんだ。
じゃあ、僕はどこの誰なんだろう。
さあな。君がわからないのに僕がわかるわけないだろう。
そうだよね。
そういえば、恒例のパーティーに君は参加しないのか？
参加しないよ。
なぜ？
キラキラとした場所は苦手だ。知らない大人ばっかりだし、つまらないよ。
本当はキラキラとしたものが大好きだというのに？相変わらず君は素直じゃないな。華やかな衣装に身を包んで、グラスを傾けて、音楽が流れればダンスが始まる。まるで絵本のような世界に憧れているんだろう？
そんなこと。
君はいつもそうだな。後ろ向きで臆病で、自分勝手で弱くて情けなくて、他人の力を借りなければ何もできない愚か者が。
君だって素直じゃなくて、減らず口ばっかりで、自己中じゃないか。
Is this like an imaginary
あら
friend、situation?
アリス、鏡を見て何をしてたの？
At the sound of my name, I turned away from the mirror. He was a secret I kept from everyone.
別に何も。
それで、どう？パーティーには来てくれる気になった？今日はお父さんのお友達があなたと同い年の女の子を連れてきてくれるって。でね、なんとその子の名前が。
行きたくない。
どうして？お友達もできるかもしれないのに。
どうせ、できないよ。外人だって言われて、いじめられる。
それは、きっとあなたが可愛いから羨ましがっているだけよ。
He is very cute.
まあ、嫌ならしょうがないわよね。ご飯は後でお母さんが持ってきてあげる。今日はあなたの好きなものばっかりよ。
うん。
お父さんもお母さんも広間にいるから、アリスも来たくなったらいつでも来ていいのよ。
わかった。
じゃ、また後でね。
After my mother left, I muttered at the mirror.
可愛いだってさ。
You are very
男
cute.
が可愛いと言われて素直に喜べるわけないだろう。
That's the Snow White side.
だよね。
パーティーといっても、両親が自己満足のために開いているようなものだ。僕がいなくても何の問題もない。母親も善人だが、幼さが抜けきれていないところがある。まあ、そこが彼女の魅力の一つなんだがな。
うん。母さんのことは好きだよ。綺麗で優しいし。
With her glossy black hair and aloof dark eyes, my mom was the coolest.
僕とはちっとも似てないけど。
そうか？無駄に夢見がちなところなど、そっくりだと思うがな。
そうかな。そうだといいな。アリス。僕は君が羨ましい。君は口達者で、何を言われても言い返すことができて、何事にも動じない気の強さがある。僕とは正反対だ。僕は、君みたいになりたい。
バカだな、君は。僕は君だろ。
そうだね。君はもう一人の僕だ。はぁ。来てみたはいいけど、やっぱり、あの中に混ざるのは気が引けるな。やっぱり、帰ろう。
But right as I was about to head back to my room. Aw.
誰かの声がする。
Yeah, the house is flipped, because usually it's to the right. I followed the direction of the sound, drawn to it like a moth to a flame.
やっぱり、声がする。誰かいるの？君は？
It was a girl. The second she saw me, she started running.
あ、ちょっと待って！
I ran after her. Why would I chase her? Even I didn't understand it. But I wanted to catch her. I needed to catch her. Yo, chill! So as we ran, I reached out to her.
捕まえた！君、足が速いんだね。
When I called out to her, she whirled around. Oh, they're so cute! I forgot about this. I think I've seen this, but this is so cute. Holy shit, they're so cute. I shipped them already and we just started. And her tearful eyes were the most peculiar color. That fluffy hair, those red and blue eyes. She was adorable. Don't look at me! But she quickly draped an arm over her face to conceal it.
ごめん。でも何を？どうして顔を隠すの？
Because it's creepy, right?
は？
I didn't understand. My eyes are weird and creepy. Everybody says it. They say I look like I have a disease. My hair's weird too. I could relate to how she felt. I too was frequently bullied due to my unusual hair, eyes, and name. Go with me.
嫌だ。話すと逃げるだろ。
Afflicted, she fell silent. Normally I would have gone all quiet, but this time was different.
はっ。やれやれ。これだから世間知らずは困る。
He's mimicking Alice.
さっさとその腕を下ろして僕を見てみろ。
Huh? Now I was speaking as Alice, not Alistair.
僕は変か。僕は金髪で青い目をしているが、国籍上は日本人だ。日本人の母と外国人の父の血が流れている。が、僕は日本語しか喋れない。外国語なんて1ミクロンも喋れないし、今後も覚える気もない。僕は日本人には見えないが、だからといって、他の国の人間から見ても、僕はどこの国の人にも見えないそうだ。僕は変か？おかしいか？異常者か？
No, you're not weird or creepy.
そうだろ？
So you're not afraid of me?
なぜ？
Because my eyes are so different. You don't think I'm diseased?
思わない。
You don't think it's creepy that my eyes are red and blue?
別に。キラキラしていて、とても綺麗だ。僕は好きだよ。
Aww.
君の宝石のような目も、ふわふわとした柔らかな髪も、全部、君が君である証だ。
It makes me me?
ああ、そうだ。個性とも言うな。そのリボン、片方もらうぞ。
He just takes. Hey! I untied one of the ribbons in her hair and tied it to my own instead.
うん。
How cute!
これでいいかな。どうだ？男がリボンをつけるなんておかしいだろ？これで僕は君より目立つことになる。老若男女、すべてが僕に注目して、君の外見なんて誰も気にならなくなるな。
No wonder Yurika fell so hard for him during childhood.
だが、これも僕の個性だ。おかしいとか、変だとか、馬鹿にしたい奴には言わせておけばいい。それはそいつの考えであって、世界中に一人くらいはこの姿を好きだと肯定する奴もいるだろうからな。
You mean like me?
ああ、そうだ。君みたいに。で、君の名前は何だ？
I'm Yurika. Yurika Arisu. I'm 9.
アリス。ふーん。奇遇だな。僕も君と同じ年で、君と同じ名前だ。
Oh, so you're Alice?
ああ、そうだ。なんだ。僕のことを知ってるんじゃないか。
Because I talked to your mom.
そうか。似てないだろ。
She scrutinized me for a moment. No, I think you and her have lots in common.
そうか？そんなこと言ったのは、君が初めてだ。さて、この後どうしようか。つい君を追ってここまで来てしまったが、君はあの場に戻りたいか？
Not yet.
僕もだ。仕方ない。僕は普段、愚民などと行動を共にしないが、今日だけは特別だ。どうしてもと言うなら、君と付き合ってもいいぞ。
Aw, sweet smile. Okay. That summer night we met beneath the soft moonlight. That was where my story began. After that, we played together every day. Sorry, I'm dying all of a sudden. I don't know, my throat suddenly started being really itchy. Sorry. I'm good. Alice, Alice!
なんだ？
When Arisu was around, I acted like Alice instead of Alice there. I wanted her to think I was cool. That's cute. Do you like picture books?
絵本？ふん。そんな低年齢向けの幼稚でガキっぽい本を僕が読むと思ってるのか？あいにくと高尚で聡明で知的な僕は普段哲学書を愛読しているんだ。
Plato? Descartes? Descartes or Descartes? We say it Descartes. Descartes. I don't know. Descartes maybe? I think Descartes. Sorry, I didn't pay attention during philosophy classes.
プランクトン？
That's nails, silly.
ああ、今のは冗談だ。とにかく僕は絵本なんて幼稚で子供騙しなものに。
Your mom told me you liked them.
まあ、絵本は上層教育の一環としてたしなんでるな。豊かな心を育てるためには子供のうちに絵本を読むのがいいと聞いたことがある。
So you like them? Well, I like them too. So I was thinking maybe we could read some together? Looked at me anxiously. She was always like this. Smart and capable, but with no self-confidence.
仕方ない。どうしてもと言うなら一緒に読んでやろう。僕がサービス精神あふれるできた人間でよかったな。感謝したまえ。
Thank you, Alice. Her smile was contagious. I loved that smile dearly. That's so cute.
こうして、お姫様は王子様と一緒にいつまでも幸せに暮らしましたとさ。めでたしめでたし。
Amazing!
何がすごいんだ？
The princesses in the picture books are all so strong and beautiful. No matter what happens, they always find happiness in the end. I want to be strong and beautiful like a princess.
そんなの。
Aww, baby! What?
なんでもない。
What a cutie!
アリスはお姫様になりたいのか？
Yeah.
そうか。なら、ごっこ遊びでもしてみるか。
Play pretend?
知らないのか？何かになったつもりでお芝居するんだ。女の子だったら、おままごととか。
Well, I've never had any friends I could play with. Have you played pretend before, Alice?
僕は、あるよ。当然だろ。僕を誰だと思ってる？
I see, so you don't have friends either. A genius!
そうだ。よくわかってるじゃないか。花丸をやろう。
Really? Does that mean you'll teach me how to play pretend?
いいよ。
From that day forward, playing pretend became our favorite pastime. Truth be told, I was already playing pretend the moment I met her, but I wasn't brave enough to admit it. I was scared she wouldn't like me anymore.
遅いな、アリス。大丈夫かな？
Sorry for the wait, dear customer. Here's that apple pie and chamomile tea you ordered.
遅い！危うく寝そうになったぞ。
I'm sorry.
まあいい。ほら、早く席に座りたまえ。君が。
Alright, okay. Here you go.
ありがとう。なんだ、猫舌か？子供だな。その手、スマートでクレバーで大人な僕はこれくらい。
He's just like Alice for real. Are you okay?
大丈夫。
The instant I saw her smile, I could scarcely feel the pain. He's so down bad. What a good boy. Oh, sorry for laughing. I didn't mean to be rude.
笑った方がいい。
Aww. Huh?
君は泣いているより、笑っていた方がずっとよく似合っている。まあ、笑顔は3割増しと言うからな。だから、そのためなら何だってしてやる。僕の手が必要ならいつでも差し出してやる。僕は君の笑顔が3時のおやつ程度には気に入っているからな。
So you're saying you like it a lot? Well?
聞こえないな。
Hi, say it for me again. Come on. Those summer days were full of joy, and I believed they would last forever. What I don't understand is who is Alice then? Is it another altar? Alice, Alice!
なんだ？
And one day I turned around and... Meow! She was holding a little black cat! Do you hate cats, babe? Surprise!
Neko!
Yep, it's a cat. I found it over there. Cute, isn't it? What's wrong? You look scared.
近づくな。近づくんじゃない。
What? I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
違う。君じゃない。猫。猫だ。その猫をどこかにやってくれ。
How cute. Alice, are you afraid of cats?
そうだよ。
Oh, but she's so cute. Alice frowned down at the little cat.
可愛くてもダメなものはダメなんだ。
Baby, it's okay. She's gone now.
そうか。それはよかった。
Now everything was all awkward. Prior to this moment, I was tough and unflappable, and now she knew I was afraid of cats. Had I blown my cover? Could she see through my disguise? So, how come you're scared of cats?
昔、猫に餌をあげようとしたら、囲まれて、
I wish that's my dream. Oh, yeah, that sounds scary.
このことは、二人だけの秘密だぞ。
How come?
猫が苦手なんて、かっこ悪いじゃないか。
Oh, come on. I don't think you're pathetic at all.
そうかな。
Nope.
でも、それでもだ。これは二人の約束。
Okay, I promise. In the end, she never saw through my little act. That was the day we made our first promise. Little did we know those happy summer days wouldn't last much longer. And so the season came to an end.
どうした？暗い顔をして。いつも無駄に有り余ってる元気はどうした？
The lake is kind of like the ocean, huh?
は？君はバカか？海と湖は全然違うだろう。海は広くて大きくて楽しいんだろ？
Oh. Have you ever been to the ocean, Alice?
ない。
I'd never even left this town before. That sucks. But summer's almost over. Only then did I finally realize. When summer ended, I would no longer be able to play with her every day.
そういえば、君は都会に住んでるんだったな。都会はアスファルトの照り返しやエアコンの室外機のせいで暑いらしいが、こっちは山あり、湖あり、夜なんて寒いくらいだ。店は閉まるのは早いし、遊べるところもそんなにない。電車もバスも1時間に1本で不便極まりない。車がなければどうにもならないど田舎だが、空気と水は美味しいし、自然だけはある。
Yeah, I wish I could stay forever.
なら、ずっとここに来ればいい。
So cute.
なんだったら、僕の家に住まわせてやってもいいぞ。働きもせず、3食昼寝付きのニート様生活だ。こんな破格の条件、他にないぞ。これを蹴るなんて、バカのすることだ。
I can't. I'm just a kid.
次の休みも、またここに来ればいいじゃないか。君は、お金持ちのお嬢様で、別荘があるんだろ？だったら、
I could always meet her next summer, or the summer after that. Or so I thought, but I was wrong. Actually, I'm leaving the country. We're going all the way across the ocean.
え？
We probably can't see each other again.
そうなんだ。
For a boy who had never set foot outside his hometown, I couldn't begin to imagine what the world was like on the other side of the ocean. Alice, I don't wanna go. Bonjour, Bere. Bonjour, Annie. Yahoo. Hey, hi. How are you? How was your sleep? Tears filled her eyes. I only just met you, Alice. I don't want us to be apart. Right when I finally found a friend, now I'm gonna end up all alone again. Just when I finally got her to smile, now it was gone. What would he say in times like these? It was good, I
泣くな、ア
am
リス。
good. That's good. Are you good? I am good. I slept lots yesterday, so I'm fully refreshed today as well. I took her hand as she wept. Oh, how cute! Oh, they're so cute. They're adorable. Aw. Alice?
やれやれ。君は本当に困ったかまったちゃんだな。 たかが海外だろ？次元が違うわけじゃないんだし、会いに行こうと思えばいつでも会いに行ける。なんだったら、手紙を送ってやってもいいぞ。
Good. How was the game you were playing yesterday? Was it good? Was it fun? Like, gee, cuteness overload, right? They're so adorable. You will?
ああ。僕は面倒なことが嫌いだが、君がどうしてもと懇願するなら仕方がない。それに、このリボンをもらった礼を忘れていたしな。僕が真面目で礼儀正しい義理がたい人間でよかったな。
Uh-huh. I have fun, yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah.
大丈夫だ。僕はこの手を離したりなんかしない。
Bro, why is he such a Rizzler? Seriously, like, I'm already in love. Like, no wonder Yurika fell really hard. Like, I get it, you know? Yo, hi, Bomberfish. Welcome. We finished the Wizard Shroud. And right now we're at the Epilogue, which is Alice's Shroud. Hi.
君がどんなに遠いところにいても、心と心が呼び合えば、必ず通じ合う。つまりは、あれだ。別に今日別れたとしても、君が僕に会いたいと思えば会えるというわけだ。
You mean it?
僕を疑うのか？
No, of course I believe you. You're my prince after all.
王子様？
Damn, I forgot that these two look so similar. Yeah, it's like a point where they actually related to each other a lot because they both got bullied for not looking Japanese. Yep. I'm really glad I met you, Alice. Before I met you, I was all alone in the dark. But then you found me and you took me by the hand. And that's when a rainbow started shining into my life.
七色の虹。ふん。当たり前だろ。僕を誰だと思ってる？王子様だぞ。虹をかけることくらい寝っ転がっていてもできる。
So cute.
だから、虹を渡って会いに行くのも簡単だ。
I ship them so much. Suddenly, you find yourself lost in a world of darkness. I almost forget this was such a knucklehead when he grows up. I don't know. I like the knucklehead personally. I find his insults really fucking funny, and I enjoy it greatly. Where am I? Keep walking and walking, but I can't seem to find a single exit. It's so dark. I can't see a thing. I can't even tell how far I've walked or how much time has passed. No matter where you go, the scenery around you remains static and unchanging. It's like the darkness has consumed everything, all sense of direction, even the very concept of time itself. Were you to stand perfectly still and hold your breath, only sound would be that of your own heartbeat. What am I doing here? Who am I? Can't remember a thing. Not even your own name. I can't remember anything. Alone in the dark, fear and loneliness overwhelms me. Hello? Is anyone there? If you're there, say something, please. No one's here. Was I always alone, or did I lose someone along the way? I don't know. I don't know anything. Soon grow tired of walking, but something spurs you forward in spite of yourself. Maybe I'll find something just up ahead. Your morale is in tatters, and your legs are threatening to give out, but you press on regardless. Ah, what on earth? Out of nowhere, something seizes you by the leg, threatening to pull you down into its inky depths. No! Struggle with all your might, refusing to let the shadow swallow you up. Stop it! Someone help! Help me!
アリス！こっちだ！僕の手に掴まれ！
It's you!
手を！
Okay!
走るぞ！
Right. What's wrong? Why did you stop? Huh? Whoa, hold it right there.
なぜ追いかける
Oh, why are you running? Wait, are you running? Huh? What was that?
君がって簡単に追いつかれてる
Yeah!
動画が
Bruh. Phew, gotcha. When it comes to playing tag, nobody can beat me.
かけっこというより今のはラグビーだろ飛びかかり方に一切の躊躇がなかったぞ
That wasn't a rugby tackle, it was a football tackle.
どっちも似たようなもんだろ
Yeah, they both share a lot of common roots anyway.
というか重い死ぬぺしゃんこに潰れて口から出てはいけないものが出そうだ
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm sorry.
どいてくれてありがとう。君が僕の上からどくのがあと3分遅れたら、僕の口からモザイクがかかった何かが溢れていただろう。
Gonna barf? Babes. You okay? If you feel sick, just lie down for a while and rest. Wanna use my lap as a pillow?
いや、いい。君の膝枕は高くて、繊細な僕とは相性が悪い。
So you're saying I have long legs like a gazelle and I should be a supermodel? Yes, that's what you
前向
say.
きに捉えすぎだろ。しかもそれだと、僕が貧乏で短足チビだと言っているみたいじゃないか。
My ugly little gremlin. Bro got the wind knocked out of his lung. She football tackled him. That's insane. Not at all.
ってなんだって。
I feel like he's mocking me directly.
文字に起こせば、そんなこと言ってないよ、かっこ笑いかそれとも、かっこ嘲笑かどちらにせよ人をバカにしていることに変わりはないがな。
You're really funny, you know that?
僕は面白くない。まったく、人が助けてやったというのに随分な上から目線だな。
I love him. I missed him so much. I can't believe I'm now finally at his route. Huh? I thought we were the same height, but now that you mention it...
せっかく助けてやったというのに態度が傲慢なんだよ。僕を敬え、尊べ、頭を垂れて僕にひれ伏せ愚民。
I see. I humbly and deeply thank you for your services. Without your generous assistance, I wouldn't be where I am today, and I'll never forget that as long as I live.
これはご丁寧にありがとうございます。大層ご満足いただけたご様子でいらっしゃいますところ誠に恐縮ですが、そろそろこの茶番を終わらせていただけないでしょうか。
See, you're just so funny. Really though, thanks for rescuing me. Could you tell me your name? What's wrong?
ひどい。ひどいな。ひどすぎる。思わず三段活用形にしてしまうくらいだ。人に名乗る前に、まず自分から名乗るのが礼儀だろう。それとも、自分の名前も忘れたのか
Do I really need to introduce myself?
なぜそう思う
Because you already know me, don't you? When you rescued me, you called me Arisu. Why would you call me that unless you knew for a fact it was my name? Just admit it.
聞き間違いじゃないのかアリスダさんとかな。
Aha. You definitely said Arisu.
なら僕が言ったという証拠を見せてみろ。何時何分何秒何曜日、地球が何回回った時に言ったんですか
I love you so much. You're so childish.
君だって子供だろ。それとも自分だけは大人気取りか
I mean, no, but... You know what? Let's start over. My name is Arisu. What's yours? What was that?
何も言ってない。あからさまな行為を無視する鈍感主人公みたいなセリフで僕を引っ掛けようとするな。
Well, you haven't answered the question.
僕は君に名乗りたくない。だから名乗らない。 これだけ単純明快明確な答えもないだろう。
Why not?
そんなの自分で考えればいいだろう。君の頭は飾りか？中身はカラカラの空っぽか？
This isn't something I can just figure out. I don't even have myself figured out. I don't know who I am, or what I'm doing here, or how I even got here. Before I knew it, I was all alone in the darkness. But that's when I met you. So, where are we? And who are you? How do you know who I am?
どうして僕が知っていると思うんだ？
Because you...
たまたま君の名前を知っていたからといって他のことまで知っているとは限らないだろう。君は自分のことがわからないそうだが、僕も自分のことがわからないと言ったらどうする？
I don't know about that. If you know my name, then clearly we know each other. Problem is, I can't seem to remember you. Sorry. I feel like you're someone really important, but...
君は僕のことが知りたいか？
Of course. Yeah.
だったら。あんなところにワニトカゲキスモク、ホーライエソがいる。
What?
うわーカメまんまと引っかかったな。今時こんなベタで古典的な子供騙しネタに引っかかるなんて君もお子様だな。
I love him. What should I do? I love him so much. Wait!
そう言われて誰が待つか。君は僕が誰なのか知りたいと言ったら、だったら僕のことを捕まえてみろ。
You can't even run properly, babe. If I catch you, you'll tell me? Hey, are you listening? I said wait! Eh? So we're not holding hands then this round? I lost him. What is this place? Wow, such beautiful crystals. Hey, where are you? Don't be a jerk, come on out. He's not here. Just when I finally found a friend. Now I'm all alone again. He told me to try and catch him. So he's gotta be around here somewhere. First, I need to figure out where I am. Upon further inspection, I can see my own reflection. Is this a crystal mirror? It looks like it's glowing in the dark, or is light shining onto it from somewhere? Come to think of it, how is it I'm able to see my own body in the darkness? Am I glowing too? Maybe this is what Alice meant when he mentioned viperfish. How is it that I know about bioluminescence when I don't even have any memories? Well, if this crystal is a mirror, then maybe I can jump through the looking glass to another world. Passing through the mirror into a different realm sounds like a fairy tale. Yearning to travel to the other side, you reach out to the mirror. And suddenly, it radiates a blinding light. Ah! This light! Okay, let's go! Just you wait, I will find you. Yeah, let's chase our prince! Alice! I'm so excited. I wanted his route so bad.
ゆりか
Cinderella?
おい。おい。ゆりか
Hmm? Next thing I knew, someone was calling me. I needed to wake up, but my eyelids won't budge.
具合でも悪いのか今日は仕事を休むか
I responded with a grunt. Then I felt a gentle touch on my head, stroking my hair.
わかった。あんたはこのまま寝てていいぞ。グレーテルと白雪には俺が伝えてくる。
It's like the middle part of Cinderella's round. Huh? Gradually, my mind sharpened, and I opened my eyes to find myself in a bright, colorful world. What the? Where am I? I was in an adorable pink and white room. one minute I was chasing him, and then I jumped into the mirror. Okay, so she remembers what happened in the dark void, which is interesting, because usually she doesn't remember. But I can't remember anything after that. How did I end up asleep in this bed? And who was that guy who was talking to me just now? I went downstairs and I opened the first door I came across. Everyone inside the room turned to look at me. Am I dreaming, or is this real life? Hard to believe I was in a world of pure darkness just moments ago. Or was that the dream?
あ、来た。おはようございます、アリスさん。大丈夫？
Oh, finally, he's not calling me Ne-san anymore. Arisu? As soon as I heard that name, I pounced. Did you just call me Arisu? You did, didn't you? So you know who I am.
は？
The brainy boy in green scowled at me. Then he tapped his temple with his index finger.
アリスさん、頭大丈夫ですか？以前からクレイジーな人だとは思ってましたが、今日はいつにも増して変ですよ。
Oh my god, you talk just like him! And now that I look at you, your hair and clothes are kind of similar too. Are you his brother or something? An audible sigh came from elsewhere in the room. Who's that?
シンデレラ兄さん、この人寝ぼけてるみたいなので、一発ぶん殴ってもいいですか？
やめろ。こんなんでも一応、俺の婚約者で、お前の未来の姉さんだぞ。
Interesting. The next person to speak was... You're the guy from earlier! Oh dear, it appears I found myself a household of hotties.
そうでした。
Oh
義理の
no.
姉と書いて、姉。なんて美味しい響き。僕には姉さんを殴るなんてひどいことはできない。
Oh good, now he's back to calling us Ne-san. I had hopes. And then dashed immediately.
姉さんじゃなきゃ躊躇なく殴れるんだね。
当然です。
Indifferent to my bewilderment, the hotties chatted amongst themselves. Who are you people?
ユリか。起きて大丈夫なのか？具合が悪いんじゃなかったのか？
ユリカ？
何首かしげてんだよ。朝ごはん、できたぞ。食べられるか？
I'm Yurika? I indicated myself as I spoke.
そうだよ。それ。
Sorry. I thought I was Arisu. At this, he fixed me with a withering look.
ん？
What?
だから言ったじゃないですか。頭がおかしいって。
本当に大丈夫か？熱とかあるんじゃねえよな。
He pressed a hand to my forehead, then compared it to his own.
ないみたいだな。
We were going in circles at this point, so I decided to take stock of the situation. So, you're my fiancé?
まあ、そうだよ。俺はあんたの婚約者だ。
Actually, Cinderella? My words elicited a soft smile from him. Apparently that was indeed his name.
なんだ、ユリか。
Did you smack me over the head?
は
ぁ？ほら、ほら、やっぱり頭がおかしい。シンデレラ兄さんができないと言うなら、僕がやりますよ。
Geralt, please.
俺がやってもいいけど。
No, not you too.
やめろ。手加減しないお前らじゃ、こいつが死ぬ。てか、マジでどうしたんだ？夢でも見てるのか？
Cinderella put his hands on my shoulders and fixed me with a concerned look. Dreaming? It's all so sudden I can't process it. I can't tell whether this is reality or a dream.
はぁ
I don't know where I am, or who I am, or who any of you people are.
はぁ。
さっきから、歯、ばっかりだね。
歯の三段活用系？
I think I have amnesia.
はぁ
Versatile indeed.
冗談だよな。
No, I'm serious. I spoke firmly. He reeled backwards as if I had punched him in the face.
俺のこといつもの調子でからかってるんだよな。それともあれか、怒ってるんだな。俺が昨日の夜あんたにドッキリ仕掛けたことをまだ怒ってんだろ。
What prank?
そんなバカな。俺たちの間にはいろいろあったじゃねえか。
Poor baby.
あんなこととかこんなこととか、俺とのめくるめくロマンスの日々をきれいさっぱり忘れたってのか。
Sorry, sweetie. Yeah. I nodded. He hung his head in defeat.
具合が悪くなってきた。
Are you okay?
全然大丈夫じゃない。
すごいですね、アリスさん。自分を殴れとか言っておきながら、言葉でシンデレラ兄さんをぶん殴るとは。
I didn't mean to. Abruptly, Cinderella looked up.
ユリカ、今からちょっとだけ痛いの我慢してくれないか。
What?
確か記憶喪失って強い衝撃を与えれば元に戻るんだよな。
物語ではよくあるネタだよね。
No. That's not how it works in real life, just in the movies. I shook my head aggressively.
大丈夫だ、一瞬で済ませるから。
Sweetie, it's not the speed I'm worried about. Don't look at me like that. I see you quietly clenching your fist.
さっき自分から殴ってくれって言ったじゃないですか。
I said smack, you know, like a little flick or something, or pinch me. Please don't punch my lights out. Squeezed my eyes shut. I waited and waited, but no strike came. Timidly, I opened my eyes. Huh?
冗談だよ。
Cinderella?
好きな女を殴れるわけねえだろ。
Oh, Cinderella, stop! With a wry smile, he gave me a little tap on the head.
とりあえず、食事でもして落ち着いたら？
そうですね。お腹が満たされれば、糖分が頭に巡って、今よりマシになるかもしれませんよ。
Before I could open my mouth to speak, my stomach answered for me.
ちょうど腹も空いてるみたいだな。
20 minutes later. Whoa! Gazing at the omelet on the plate in front of me, I almost swooned. Thanks for breakfast! I grabbed my fork, had a bite, and popped it into my mouth. Delicious! The omelet was so tasty I couldn't help but exclaim. You said you made this, right, Cinderella?
まあな。
How will you comment on Cinderella's cooking? Tell him he's good with his hands, apparently. You must be really good with your hands. It's pretty tricky to flip an omelet. At this, his eyes widened slightly.
本当に忘れてるみたいだな。
Looking back at me, he sighed.
あんた料理はできるよな。
Can I? I don't know for sure, but I suppose it couldn't hurt to try.
じゃあこの中に入ってる具材は何だ。
He indicated the omelet. Let's see. I took another bite and chewed it thoughtfully. As the flavor spread across my tongue, I listed out each one I identified. Bacon, eggs, cheese, green onions, salt, and white wine.
当たってる。料理をしたことは忘れていても料理の知識はあるみたいだな。
Well, yeah, because the place you store practical knowledge and memories are different parts of your brain. In that case, I probably can cook after all.
そうだな。
He fixed me with a meaningful look and then continued.
とりあえず改めて自己紹介するけど、俺の名前はシンデレラで、こっちは弟の
白雪。
末帝のグレーテルです。
で、あんたはアリス・ユリカ。金持ちのお嬢様で、俺の婚約者だ。
I nodded along thoughtfully.
そして、ここはあんたが経営してる喫茶店だ。
My cafe?
そうだよ。あんたがこの店を買い取ったんだ。
I bought a whole cafe? He makes it sound so simple, but that's wild. Apparently this wealthy heiress Yurika Arisu is a total boss.
ちなみに2階は住居になってて、俺たちは一つ屋根の下に住んでるわけだ。
So I live here?
そうだよ。見覚えはあるか？
I looked around. The kitchen was spacious and clean, furnished with a table and 4 chairs, where the 4 of us were seated. The interior of the cafe featured a lot of wood furnishings and old antiques, affording it an unpretentious, homey vibe. Nope.
そっか。
So,
ん？
you don't think I'm lying?
なんでだよ。
I don't know, the word amnesia sounds so dramatic, I figured it might be hard to believe. Cinderella chuckled.
信じるよ。
How come?
そりゃ、俺たちがあんたのことを知ってるからだろ。
Mean what kind of person Yurika Arisu was?
そうだよ。あんたは忘れちまったのかもしれねえが、俺たちは1ヶ月以上も同じ家で暮らしてるんだからな。
We have?
何か聞きたいことはあるか？
I work here, right? Does that mean all of you work here too?
そうですね。毎日毎日あなたにこき使われて、いじめられて大変です。ねえ、白雪兄さん。
I remember this was why I loved Gretel, because he's just such a little shit. Look what happens in his route though.
そうだね。
I didn't need to tell my memories to tell that they were lying. What about you, Cinderella?
いや、たまに手伝いはするけど、違うな。
Oh, what do you do for a living?
ガラス職人。
Oh, that's so cool. As I beamed at him, he looked away awkwardly.
見習いだけどな。
Oh. Why do I get the feeling that this is a touchy subject?
あ、兄さんが地味にダメージ受け
もう、見習いじゃ格好つかないしね。
Clenching my fist, I committed myself to making up for the damage I caused. That's not true. You're learning a marketable skill. And as they say, if you turn your hobby into a career, you'll never work a day in your life. Unfortunately, for some reason, this only hurt him more.
すごい。ピンポイントで痛いところをついていく。僕も見習わなきゃ。
Wait, why? Is that wrong? It is his hobby.
記憶がなくても、彼女は彼女だね。
お前らな。
Bruh, I don't understand.
もうこんな時間か。
Why is he upset? She's not wrong. Glancing over at the clock, he sighed.
とりあえず、俺は今から出かけてくる。
Where are you going?
本物のガラス職人のところだよ。
That's how he sound when he's surprised? LMAO. Where? Ah, yes, that. Yeah, I guess so. With that, he opened the door and walked out. Was it something I said? Gretel shrugged his shoulders.
さあ。
I thought about the look on Cinderella's face as he left. Then I rose to my feet. I'm gonna...
ゆりか。
Yes? Out of nowhere, Cinderella returned. What's wrong? Did you forget something?
まあな。今日はいろいろありすぎて、大事なこと忘れてた。
Without missing a beat, he walked up to me and pulled me into a hug! This,
仕事前に、
honey,
こうしてあんたを抱きしめることだよ。
isn't this Alice's route, though? I don't mind. Oh, weird. What are we, newlyweds?
はぁとか言うな。そこは黙って、頬を赤く染める場面だろ。
Here. So I obediently buried my face in his chest.
そうそう。それでいいんだよ。
How cute. He gently stroked my head as he spoke.
ごめんな。あんたの一大事だってのに、そばにいてやれなくて。記憶を失ったあんたが一番戸惑ってるだろうし、
I love
不安だ
Cinderella.
し、怖いだろ。本当は仕事を休んででも一緒にいてやりたいんだけど、
That's okay. I'll be just fine.
言うと思った。
Our eyes met, and when he smiled at me, my heart skipped a beat. After giving me one final pat on the head, he stepped away.
じゃ、俺は仕事に行ってくるから。俺が帰ったら、あんたの記憶を元に戻す方法について考えるぞ。何かあったらすぐに連絡しろよ。仕事中でも何でも、絶対に駆けつけるから。
Okay. I nodded. Then he turned to his brothers.
おい、お前ら、お兄様命令だ。こいつのことをよろしく頼むぞ。
はいはい、わかりましたよ、お兄様。
Gretel shooed Cinderella away with one hand.
いってらっしゃい。
Snow White muttered coolly without even looking up.
行ってきます。
Come home safe. After Cinderella was gone, I gazed at the door for a while before I realized the other two were looking at me. Cinderella really seems to love me, doesn't he? I shook my head playfully.
のろけですか？
No, I wish I was. Cinderella was a great god. He was kind, sweet, and really seemed to cherish Yurika Arisu. But it only made my heart ache all the more. After a pause, I tentatively spoke. Hey guys, we're taking the day off today, right?
ええ。あなたがおかしくなったおかげでね。
Thanks. Seeing as I apparently bark orders at you most days, could I ask you a favor? At this, they both scowled deeply.
うわ、嫌な展開来たな。
何がしたいの？
I shot them a wink. I was hoping you could teach me a few things. Outside the cafe, I found myself on a bustling street lined with brick buildings.
前方に見えますのが鏡の国の商店街です。
Looks busy.
そうですか？都会と比べれば全然でしょ？まあでもこの辺はメインストリートなだけにマシな方ではありますけどね。
Sorry. Oh, I see.
山ばっかりのど田舎ですけど、標高が高くて夏は涼しいし、都心にも近いんで、湖畔近くにはたくさん別荘が建ってますよ。
There's a lake?
ええ。後で案内しますよ。
Thank you. Gretel started walking, and I followed along behind him. You know, for a rural town, this place looks pretty classy. It feels sort of, what's the word? Old-timey?
レトロ？
Yes, that!
まあそうですね。この辺には歴史的な建物や美術館もあるし、観光客目当てのショップやカフェも並んでます。
And the cafes have such a nice aesthetic.
ちょっと道を外れれば、すぐに田んぼと山が見えてきますけどね。外から来たお客さんは新鮮でいいかもしれませんが、ここに住んでる身とすれば、飽き飽きしてますよ。はあ、せっかくの休みを観光地案内なんかに費やされるなんて、ついてないな。
The thing I don't understand is why Gretel doesn't like us in the Cinderella route. Because he's always really, really, really into us in any other routes. He's just so different. I wish this is him all the time. He let out a dramatic sigh, then looked over at a store with a banner outside that read, Lavender Soft Serve.
あそこに観光地名物ソフトクリームがある。
I'd buy us some, but I didn't bring my wallet.
大丈夫です。後できっちり請求しますから。
He says, grinning ear to ear. Next, we turned off the main street onto the side road.
で、少し道を外れると、急に田舎になるというわけです。実に田舎らしいでしょ？
As he ate his pale purple soft serve, he gleefully led me around the Looking Glass tourist location. Yeah, I guess so. Incidentally, these ice cream cones, $4 each. Anything noteworthy around here?
特にないですね。
I see. What about this place? The sign says the bamboo house. Kaguya! I came to a stop in front of a large concrete building. Yeah, at least this time he looks like a well-adjusted dude. Yeah, that's why I was so excited to romance him when I was in Cinderella's route, because he seemed super likable.
ああ、そこは養護施設じゃないですか？
Wow, really?
はいはい。さっさと次行きますよ、次。
Evidently, he wasn't interested in it because he started walking faster. Hey, slow down a sec. Whoa, that mansion is huge. I stared at the fancy front gate and gawked with my mouth agape.
そうですね。あなたの家ですけど。
What? This decadent mansion is my house?
みたいですね。
He pointed to the nameplate, which read Alice. You guys said I was rich, but I didn't know I was this rich. It didn't feel real at all. Was this really my house? So am I allowed to just waltz in there or what?
いいんじゃないですか？記憶はなくても、あなたの実家なんだし。
Right. Okay then, I'm just gonna march right in. But right when I pushed open the gates, a dark-haired man popped out of the house.
あれ、
Kaguya!
ヒーさんや。
It feels very much like the Cinderella route, because in the Cinderella route, Kaguya also lived in our house. For some unknown reason, actually, they never explained it. Who's that? The man clearly seemed to recognize me, but I didn't remember him at all. Gretel squinted at him across the yard.
確か、あなたの家の使用人の関西弁ですよ。名前は、なんだっけな。ホストっぽい名前で、楓さん？
Kaiden? Got it. Hey, Kaiden!
誰？
Apparently it wasn't Kaiden.
どう？なんか思い出した？
No, not at all. He slumped his shoulders in disappointment.
そっか。まあ、そう簡単には思い出せへんよな。
Incidentally, the smiling young man was not Kaiden, but Kaguya. Apparently, he was my family servant. After weeks, I guess that makes sense because Arisu's dad is the one who owned the cafe where he worked. So technically, he is employed by the Arisu residence. Therefore, he is a servant, I guess. After we explained the situation, he led us inside the house. I'm sorry, Kaguya.
いやいや、ヒーさんが謝らんでもええやん。せやけど、ヒーさんが記憶喪失だなんて、なんでそんなことに。
He folded his arms and murmured to himself.
知りませんよ。こっちが知りたいくらいです。
やっぱ、ヘタレで借金だよのボンクラ息子のところに嫁ぐのがあかんかったんかな。
It took a while for me to realize that he was talking about Cinderella. Cinderella's not useless if that's what you're saying. I stood up for him without hesitation. I don't remember anything about him, but I can tell he's a responsible, hardworking guy. Granted, maybe he wasn't always such a person, but he certainly was now.
ヒーさん。せやな。シンデレラさんがそんな人やから、ヒーさんが好きになったんやもんな。
I would assume not.
最後の一言で台無しですね。
I laughed awkwardly, then changed the subject. Anyway, this is such a nice house. It's hard to believe I ever lived here. The mansion was so luxuriously furnished, it felt more like a castle. It was so fanciful, in fact, it looked a bit out of place out here in the sticks. There's even a ballroom for dancing. As I said it, something suddenly occurred to me. Oh,
どうしたん？なんか思い出した？
Kaguya, you're the only person who lives here, right? Where's the rest of my family?
あ
He shifted awkwardly. What?
あ、あんな。ひいさんのご両親は、普段家におらんねん。
Why is that?
漁師の仕事が忙しくてな、別々に暮らしてるんや。
Hunters? Confused, I mimed the gun with my hand and pretended to fire.
ああ、せやけど、お兄さんなら会えるかもしれへん。
Have a brother? Heck yeah, I wanna see him. Apparently, Yurika also had a brother.
ほな、今から会いに行こうか。
Yeah.
マジで？
Oh, Gretel hates Yoshi. I forgot. And so there we were.
ひいさん、ひいさん。ここが、漁師さんがおる病院やで。
It's very quiet.
病院やからな。
And he's at Hunters. I was expecting a cottage in the woods. We have that too. But apparently it wasn't quite that straightforward.
じゃあ僕、お兄さんがおるか聞いてくるわ。
Please do. After he was gone, I could feel a gaze boring into me from behind. What is it, Gretel? Gretel pouted his lips at me.
てか、僕いります？あのエセ関西弁に道案内させるんだったら、僕がいる必要ないじゃないですか。でも、僕がここで離れたら、彼女があのうさんくさい関西弁と、二人きりになるわけだよな。シンデレラ兄さんに義理なんて何もないけど、彼女がシンデレラ兄さんと結婚してくれないと、僕に姉さんができなくなるし、それはそれで困る。
Does he just want her to be his sister? He's fucking weird, dude. Hello, Earth to Gretel. When I called out to him, he looked up with a smug smile.
ま、しょうがないですね。これも僕の将来のためです。我慢してあなたのわがままに付き合ってあげますよ。甘い僕に感謝してください。
Of course. Thanks, Gretel. I grinned at him. Just then, Kaguya returned.
おーいひいさん
How did it go?
あかんかったわ。お兄さんは今日は非番でここにおらへん言うてたわ。
Oh, I see. Darn. Oh well.
次行きましょう。次。
Yeah. Our next stop. So this is the forest?
森やな。
Is Red Riding Hood just like living in the forest?
特筆することは何もないですね。さっさと目的の湖まで急ぎましょう。
I guess not. As we traveled through the forest, we came upon a tiny house in the middle of nowhere. Oh wow, there's a house out here.
ボロい家ですね。
やんな。
The building was in bad shape, with cracks in the walls and overgrown ivy crawling all over it. No signs of any occupants.
この辺って別荘地ですけど、ここも別荘だったりするんですかね。
別荘の管理は大変って聞くけど、さすがにちゃうんちゃうん？
不良のたまり場とかになってそう。
ああ、確かに。
こんなところにだけは住みたくないな。金持ち最高。
What are you guys talking about? So mean to Red.
自分とこ貧乏やん。
兄が逆玉乗ったんで問題ないです。姉もできて、金銭面の不安も消えて、万々歳です。
Bruh.
僕も漏れなくついてきます。
うわ、いらない。
And so Kaguya and Gretel continued their lively conversation as we traveled deeper into the wood. And at last we arrived at the lake. How wonderful! The lake was crystal clear, reflecting the bright blue sky above. Oh, I love this place. It's so quiet and beautiful, and the air is so crisp and clean. Sorry. After a few lungfuls of fresh air, I noticed that the sound of the waves seemed to echo quite loudly. Now that I think about it, the lake's a lot like the ocean, isn't it? Listen to that whoosh sound.
海は対岸が見えませんよ。
対岸の見えない湖もあるんちゃうん？
それもそうか。じゃあ、湖と海の違いって何だろう？
Are you stupid? What do you mean you don't know what the difference is? Bruh. Supposedly it's determined by depth, but I seem to remember there are no strict guidelines. That's weird. Where did that random trivia come from?
物知りやんな。さすがひーさん。
料理のことといい。僕たちのことは忘れていても、知識だけは残っているみたいですね。
I guess so. After that, we walked around town some more, and by the time we returned to the cafe, the sun was setting.
ああ、疲れた。
Guys, thank you so much for walking around with me today.
どういたしまして。
As we chatted outside the cafe, Cinderella came running up to us.
あ、いた。ユリカ、何やって。って、なんであんたがここにいるんだよ。
Why not?
関西弁。
Why not? Why are you so mean to my Kaguya? Shoulders heaving, he pointed his fingers directly in Kaguya's face. Abruptly switching into villain mode, Kaguya sidled up to me with a leer on his face.
へえ、それはもちろん。
はいはい、そういうのはいいですから。
Gretel promptly karate chopped Kaguya on the head.
あ、いた！
Tears of pain sprang to Kaguya's eyes. Poor baby.
グレーテル、お前。
Cinderella gazed at Gretel, awestruck. Then Gretel held out his hand.
3000円。
Bro.
あ？
今日食べたソフトクリームとジェラートとシャーベットの代金です。
Uh-huh.
アリスさんはお金を持っていないということで、僕が払いました。
Oh, that's right. I wanted to treat us, but then I realized I didn't have my wallet, so Gretel paid instead. So that's what he meant by itemized invoice.
3000円か。
Cinderella pulled his wallet from his pocket and counted out 3 bills.
ほらよ。
ありがとうございます。しょうがない。アフターサービスで、この関西弁を引き取ってあげますよ。
Once he got his money, Gretel grinned and grabbed Kaguya by the scruff of the neck.
ほら、そこの仕様に、邪魔者はさっさと退散しますよ。
自分ら兄弟、僕に対してめちゃくちゃ当たりきつうない？
Yeah, like why are they so mean to him? As the two retreated into the distance, I looked back at Cinderella. He stared down at his wallet and murmured to himself.
3000円か。
Poor baby.
いや、まあ3000円のおかげで、ユリカが無事だったと思えば安いか。
He's such a good boy. I'm sorry, he paid for the both of us, so... My voice snapped him back to his senses, and he looked up.
おお、別に気にすんな。3000円なんて大した金じゃねえよ。大した金じゃ。
Hey, come on, $30 is the $30.
で、どうだったんだ？白雪に聞いたけど、記憶を取り戻すために鏡の国をあちこち見て回ってたんだろ？
Yeah.
何か思い出すことあったか？
Well... I fell silent. He quickly took the hint.
ま、気にすんな。そのうち思い出すって。
He stroked my hair to cheer me up.
夕飯は食ったか？疲れただろう。何が食いたい？
Oh, about that. I was thinking of making something. His eyes widened at my suggestion. Here you go. I hope you like it. I set my freshly made stew down on the table. Cinderella froze, staring at the stew. What's wrong?
いや、なんか感動して。
Aw, sweetie. If the stew made him this happy, then it was all worthwhile. Go on, try some. At my prompting, he picked up his spoon and steered a bite into his mouth. How is it? Do you like it? After an uncomfortable silence, I couldn't stop myself from asking.
ゆりかの味だ。
Aw, sweetie! You're so cute! He looks back at me with teary eyes. Meanwhile, his brothers watched us with disdain.
シンデレラ兄さんが言うと、実にいやらしい感じがします。
日頃の行いのせいだね。
Yeah.
おい、さっきからごちゃごちゃうるせえぞ。ここは感動の場面なんだから、もっと空気を読んだ発言しろよ。
For now, I was just relieved that he liked the food.
ごちそうさま。うまかった。
ごちそうさまでした。美味しかったです。
I'm glad he liked it. After dinner, I was gathering up the dirty dishes when I locked eyes with Snow White over the top of his book. You sure you don't want anything to eat?
食べない。
For some reason, Snow White was the only one who refused to eat. Come to think of it, he hadn't eaten breakfast either. Now I was worried about him.
気にすんな。こいつはいつもそうなんだよ。
I see. I thought maybe he had turned his nose up at my cooking, but apparently there was some other reason behind it. Incidentally, Cinderella had polished off Snow White's portion as well as his own. I figured I should make a lot in order to feed all the men of the house, but now we have a ton of leftovers. I peered into the pot on the stove as I spoke.
余った分は明日食えばいいだろ。シチューとかカレーとか、一度作ったら 2,3 日はそれだけで食えるコスパ最強の食い物だろ。
Seriously feel a lot like the Cinderella route. I keep like checking my game copy just in case like I accidentally played the first game instead of the epilogue. It really feels like it. I'm getting so many deja vus. I nodded along. Praise be to the versatility of stews.
シンデレラ兄さん、すっかり貧乏気質になりましたね。
Gretel muttered, rolling his eye.
そういえば、何か忘れてると思ったら、アリスさんに夕飯を届けていないんじゃないですか？
ああ、そういえばそうだな。
Alice? Instantly I froze. There's someone named Alice living here?
え？ああ、そっか。覚えてないか。アリスってのは根性がひん曲がってて。
こちらが一言言ったことに対し、10返ってくる。とにかく生意気で皮肉屋で偏屈な人です。
Where does that sound familiar?
グレーテル？
よし来た、殴ろう。
Gretel clenched his fist with a dangerous smile. That's not what I meant. Is he a guy my age with blonde hair and blue eye?
そうだな。癖なんだか天然なんだか知らねえが、髪がくるくるしてて。
やっぱりグレーテル？
いや、僕は金髪じゃないし。白雪兄さん、自分がサラサラのストレートだからってディスってんですか？
Is this Alice shorter than me?
まあ、そうかもな。ほとんど変わんねえんじゃねえか？
僕はこの時点で173センチあります。まだまだ伸び盛りですし、あんなチビと一緒にしないでください。
I see.
別に何も言ってないけど。
Still taller than me. This is frustrating. It's him. It's totally him. Please, I need to meet this guy. I've been looking for him. Poor Cinderella. Like, imagine your fiance gets an amnesia, and then the first thing she wants to do is to meet, like, this fucking loudmouthed dude that is living in your house. Bruh. For a moment, Cinderella looked taken aback by my shouting, but then
おう、いいけど。
he shrugged. Cinderella walked to the door at the end of the hall and knocked lightly.
おーい、アリス。 ちょっと話があるんだけど。
なんで自ら訪ねに行かないんですか？
Yeah, actually, I would like to go to the toilet before we meet Alice. And I need to refill my bottle again because I'm out of water. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Finally back to meeting him. Yay! Yes! Back to meeting my Alice. Something tells me he won't answer the door if it's me. Sorry. We had all gone upstairs to the second floor, aka the cafe's living quarters. The rest of us were crouched around the corner of the staircase, spying as Cinderella approached the room alone. Sure enough, the occupant of the room showed no signs of appearing.
おい、いるのは分かってるんだぞ。さっさと開けねえと、こじ開けるぞ。
Having lost patience, Cinderella started banging on the door.
なんか、言い方が取り立て屋みたいだね。
白雪、ナチュラルに俺の古傷をえぐるのをやめろ。
兄さん、 ここはあれしか。
Gretel and Cinderella exchanged the look and then nodded.
だな。
What were they talking about? As I watched in confusion, Cinderella took a step back and then took a deep breath. And then?
アリスこのただ飯ぐらいのろくでなしのクソニート家賃払えごくつぶせ
So this is exactly what Cinderella told us we should say when we want Alice to come out in another route. That's amazing. He screamed at the top of his lungs. All froze and held our breath. Then with a click, the door slowly opened. He's coming out!
ああ、よかった。あのさ、お前に話があるって。
足フェチろくでなし借金だよ借金を払えごくつぶし
With fetish free. I mean, not wrong. Everything he's saying is not wrong.
僕をクソニートだとか言うが、現状養ってもらってるのは君も同じだろ。君と僕の違いなんて、働いているか働いていないかくらいだ。
いや、それ結構違いでかくないか。
It's you! I've walked the guy with blonde hair and blue eyes.
あ
The second he saw me, he bolted. Not so fast, punk! Hold it! I lunged at him. As for what happened next... Ah! Sure enough, we hit the floor hard. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
大丈夫かゆりか
I could hear Cinderella's concerned tone. Yeah, I'm fine. Despite the nasty fall, it didn't hurt too bad. In fact, there were a lot of cushioning. Cushioning? Huh? Something felt off, and then it hit me.
苦しい。おまけに体中が痛くて重くて重くてとにかく重い。
I accidentally landed directly on top of him. CG? Ooh? Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Hastily, I moved to get up, but before I could, I found myself staring right into his eyes. Oh. It felt like a scene out of a shoujo manga, except, you know, gender flipped. Yeah! Oh, yeah!
危うく頭をぶつけた拍子で記憶を失うところだった。
Yay! It's you!
Huh?
Oh my god, he's blushing. No way. No way, he's blushing. Guys, I'm going crazy. Oh my god, he's blushing. Stop. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. Ah! I love this! Yes, this will be this is literally the panel I need. He screamed. I have you now, my pretty. I cackled evilly.
今時そんなベタで古典的なセリフを言うやつがいるわけないだろ。恋愛漫画の読みすぎだゆるふわ恋愛の。
I love this one too. Oh no, I love all panels of this. I don't know which panel I want to use. I love all of them. He's so angry. Vera's true dream. Yeah. Pinning a guy down on the floor. Yeah.
早くどけすぐにどけ今すぐ僕の視界から消えてくれ
I would prefer it if they blushed, but this is funny too, so it's okay. No, I refuse. I stared down at him. Listen, I have a question for you. You're the same guy who was in the darkness with me, aren't you? So your name's Alice. Why are our names so similar? Where are we exactly? 1 minute I was chasing you, and then I passed through the looking glass and wound up here. Not only that, but everyone here seems to know me. They say my name's Yurika Arisu and I have a fiancé? Seriously, what's going on here? Am I really Yurika Arisu? Tell me everything you know.
いっぺんに喋るな矢継ぎ早に質問されても答えられるわけがないだろ僕は仏でも菩薩でもないんだ
Technically, an oracle is divine by default, so that's kind of a tautology there. Okay, first, Your name is Alice? Is your name Alice? Sorry. At this, he pursed his lips in defeat.
ああ、そうだ。僕の名前はアリスだ。さあ、答えたぞ。ほら、さっさとその愉快で不愉快な面をどけてくれ。吹き出しそうになる。
I have more questions, and I'm not letting you go until you answer all of them.
自らの立場を利用して欲望を満たそうとするとは、セクハラで訴えるぞ。
This isn't sexual harassment. I'm not touching you inappropriately. If anything, you're the one who is in a position to cop a feel. This floor spinning scene may seem romantic at first glance, but with my hands occupied, I was actually at a disadvantage. Is my mic okay? Why do I not hear anything? Oh, wait. Okay, it's good.
そこに胸があるからといって触ったら痴漢で訴えられるだろう。僕は理性より本能が勝るようなバカじゃないんだよ。
So you think her boobs are nice? Sorry for being loud. So you admit you think I have a nice rack? Pervert.
調子に乗るなよ。男が全員巨乳が好きなんて幻想だからな。足フェチ、顔フェチ、属性フェチ。世の中には多種多様な好みってのがあるんだよ。
I love that.
僕は好きですけどね。
Oh my
巨
god.
乳。
Thanks for telling me.
じゃあ、姉さんが真っ平らだったら？
包容力がなくなるのか。魅力が半減。けど、巨乳より姉さんというつながりの方が大事なので。
I like big tits, but now that he says it like that, maybe I no longer like big tits.
凹凸のない方を選びますね。
I see, good for you.
ほら見ろ。
Evidently, Gretel had a sister archetype fetish. Bruh, what? Well, what kind of girls are you into, Alice?
僕は
Yes?
おとなしくて泣き虫で、暗くて友達もいなくて、ごっこ遊びも知らないような無知な女の子。
He likes Yurika! Oh, baby! That is so cute. Huh?
ま、君にはわからないだろうな。君とは正反対だからな。
Thanks, I guess? In other words, he saw me as a strong, smart, cheerful girl with lots of friends? Without my memories, it didn't really ring true.
ところで、さっきから君の後ろで、うっかり浮気現場を目撃したけど、あまりに衝撃的すぎて固まってる男がいるが、それはいいのか？
Poor Cinderella, I feel really bad for him. Why? At this, I looked over my shoulder and saw Cinderella gazing at me sadly. No, it's not like that, darling. Sweetie, don't be like that. Just close your eyes. Uh-oh.
兄さん、物的証拠を取って裁判を起こしましょう。これは絶対に勝てますよ。
慰謝料、ガッポガッポだね。
His brothers egged him on gleefully. Cinderella, this isn't what it looks like. I stammered, searching desperately for the words to explain.
男にマウント取っているこの状況で、よくそんなこと言えるな。
He literally used the word mount. That's crazy. I'm not riding him! I'm just spinning him to the floor! I shouted louder than I meant to. I'm sorry, I can't explain. As a gesture of goodwill, I stood up, and the next moment...
さすがインナーアバズレシリガル鎖ビッチの典型であるふわふわ系だな。あっちこっちに浮気するフラフラガールはそこの男に見苦しい言い訳でもしていろ。そのうちに僕は逃げる。
No fucking way he called us town bicycle. Fuck, How dare he? I'm both offended and highly amused. Hey, wait! I'm Unfortunately, Alice managed to escape. That's weird. I lost him. I had chased him all the way to the lake, but now he was gone. Defeated, I crouched down on the spot. It was now late at night. Compared to when I visited during the day, it was even more peaceful and quiet. Because of that, the lake's reflection appeared to be a perfect inversion of the world around me. This lake looks just like a mirror. If I reached out to it, I bet I could pass through to the other side. But right as I reached out,
おい、危ないぞ。落ちたらどうすんだ。
Cinderella seized me by the arm. Cinderella! What are you doing here? His shoulders heaved as he answered.
あんたを追いかけてきたんだよ。
He's such a sweetie. Can they not make me feel like I'm cheating? Why does he have to be our fiancé here? I didn't realize you were in any shape to give chase.
ああ、あの状態でな。
I was referring to the whole deer in headlights thing. In other words, I had abandoned my loving fiancé to run all the way here. I'm sorry, but I really needed to go after Alice. I averted my eyes.
アリスか。あんた、あいつのことはしっかりと覚えてたみたいだけど。
Don't say it like that. You're making me feel bad. What? I blinked back at him. Have I met him before?
そうだよ。あいつのことを知ってんのに、会ったことは覚えてないのか。
I only remember meeting him in the darkness before I ever came to this world.
暗闇の世界？なんだそれ。
Huh, they don't know. Interesting. I can't really explain it. But now I realize that he and I definitely know each other. I just don't remember that I know him. Why couldn't I remember? How could I have forgotten something so important?
ごめん。何言ってるのかよくわからない。
Right, of course. An uncomfortable silence hung over us.
なんだか、ゆりかじゃないみたいだな。
Huh? When I looked up sharply, he smiled softly back at me.
記憶がないせいかな。初めて出会った時みたいな感覚だ。
He walked up beside me.
なあ、覚えてるか？この湖、俺たちが初めて
Aww.
デートした場所なんだ。
I know I already played his route, but I don't remember. Sorry.
とは言っても、俺の方はデートじゃないって突っぱねたけどな。
In the water's reflection, I could see his self-deprecating smile.
今思い出すと、俺、あんたに結構きつく当たってたよな。懐かしいな。数ヶ月前のことだってのに、遠い昔のことのように感じる。なあ、
Aww.
本当に俺のことを忘れたのか？
Cinderella, don't be like this.
俺への思いも、あの時の言葉も、すべて幻だったのか？
Stop, you're hurting my feelings. His reflection rippled in the wind, and I jerked my gaze back up to him. Cinderella. Safe. I'm supposed to say no, but what if I say yes? Have you truly forgotten, Cinderella? Yes. I'm sorry, I don't remember. As I spoke, I lowered my gaze once more.
そっか。
Yikes.
まあ、そう気にするなよ。
Yikes.
そのうち思い出すかもしれない
Why
だ
is
ろ。
his sprite gone? He spoke reassuringly. Wait.
Be-
Okay, there it is. Okay. Anyways, let's go back. No. I remember you. I remember how I felt and what I said. The promises we made. All of it.
ゆりか。
He cocked his head at me in confusion. Wait, what the... Interesting! Okay, fourth wall breaking. Okay. So this is us, the player? I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from.
俺のことを思い出したのか？
I thought long and hard, but still couldn't remember anything. I'm sorry, I don't remember.
そっか。まあ、そう気にするなよ。そのうち思い出すかもしれないだろ。
He spoke reassuringly. Yeah. He was surely in far more pain than I was, and yet my feelings were his first priority. Even without my memories, I could tell just how much he cared for her.
別に焦る必要なんてない。ゆっくり時間をかけて。
Cinderella?
ん？
You're my fiancé, right?
ああ、そうだな。
If I never get my memories back...
あんたが俺のことを忘れたままなら、
Aww.
婚約の話もなかったことになるな。
When I fell silent, he continued in a tone of forced cheer.
勘違いするなよ。俺はあんたのことが好きだし、正直今すぐにでも結婚したい。
Why are they doing this to me? This is Alice's route. Why are they making me like him? Stop it. My heart can't take it.
あんたは俺のことを好きじゃないだろ。
Well...
記憶がないってことはそういうことだろ。今まであったこと全部なかったことになるんだからな。俺はロマンチストだからな。結婚する相手は一番好きになった人としたい。そしてそれは相手も同じであってほしいんだ。決められてるからって無理して結婚する必要はない。見ず知らずの俺と一緒に暮らすのが嫌なら離れてもいい。
You're willing to end the relationship even though you love me? I gazed at him in mild amazement.
それがあんたの幸せならな。
Wait, God, why are you so cute? I feel bad. This is Alice's route. Dude, what are you doing? I wasn't sure what to say, so I fell silent. Then he nervously ran a hand through his hair.
ま、かっこつけたけど、俺のことを思い出してほしいって気持ちはあるし、もしこのままだとしても、俺はもう一度、あんたにガラスの靴を履かせたい。
What fetish?
あんたの運命の王子様は、俺であってほしいからな。
Oh, Cinderella, I'm truly lucky to have someone like you in my life. It was my honest opinion. He chuckled.
まあな。寒くなってきたな。もう夜も遅いし、今日のところは帰ろう。
With that, he held out his hand. Okay. But the moment I reached out... Whoa! My legs buckled and the world flipped upside down. Shit. Huh. Interesting. A month had passed since Arisu left. Since I first met her 2 months ago, we had officially spent just as much time apart as we had spent together. But the memories of her were still vivid in my mind. Soon our time apart would surpass our time together. Each passing second whispered at me to forget her, but I knew I never would. Nevertheless, my depression only grew. I couldn't even bring myself to talk to him. Whenever I tried, my chest ached like my heart was in a vice.
ねえ、お父さん。
I looked up at my father, whose hair and eyes resembled mine. That day, my family and I had come to the lake to have a picnic. This was not something we often did.
海の向こう側には、他の国があるんでしょ？じゃあ、湖の向こう側って何があるのかな？ザザーン、ザザーンって、波打つのは同じなのに、なんでこんなに違うんだろう。
波は 水面が風に煽られてできたさざ波が遠くまで伝播して大きくなったものだそうだ。まるで海を思わせるが、湖は湖であって海ではない。海のように世界とつながって遠い遠い国には行けないんだよ。
そうなんだ。また、あの子に会えるかな。
アリスちゃん？
うん。遠い国に行くんだって言ってた。手紙を書くって約束をした。
彼女のことが好きなのかい？
そんなこと、
How cute.
好きだなんて。
好きなのね。
Oh, how cute.
照れなくてもいいじゃない。お母さんもアリスちゃんのこと大好きだな。
お母さんも？
だって、とっても素敵な女の子じゃない。
Aww.
初めて見た瞬間、お姫様がいるって思ったんだ。
That's what Snow White thought as well. Aww. 2 months had passed since Arisu left town, but I still remembered her.
お父さんが帰ってきたみたい。
ただいま。
おかえりなさい、あなた。
ただいま、愛しい人。
お帰りなさい。
ただいま。いい子にしてたかい？
Aww.
そうか。それじゃ、いいものをあげよう。
これは、
ヴェネツィアングラスのマエストロが作った、世界に一つしかない、とても貴重な品だ。
That's the one in Cinderella's memories.
まあ、そんな貴重なものを。
すごく綺麗だ。
I was drawn to them instantly.
まるで、あの子の瞳みたいだ。
この鳥は赤霊といって、つがいの鳥なんだ。
つがい？
雌雄がいつも一緒の鳥。つまり、夫婦ということさ。この国の昔の名前では、確か、恋教え鳥と言ったな。神様がこの鳥の動作を見て、夫婦の道を知ったという神話に由来しているそうだ。この鳥はいつも一緒なんだ。だから、片方だけではなく、両方大事にしてあげなさい。
大事にする。
そして、お前の前に大事な人が現れたとき、そのつがいの鳥の片方を渡しなさい。そうすれば、もう二人は離れ離れになることはない。
As he spoke, he patted me on the head.
もう二人は離れ離れにならない。
あの子に渡せるといいな。
I gently clasped the glass figurines in my palm.
よかったわね、アリス。
ありがとう、お父さん。大事にする。
After that, more time passed. Nearly a year had elapsed since I first met Arisu. It was around then that my mother started sighing constantly. My father was never home. Perhaps he was busy with work. But I could feel everything around us slowly changing.
ねえ、お母さん。
何？
最近、お父さん帰ってこないけど、どうし、
それは、お父さんはお仕事で忙しいのよ。
そうなんだ。
あ、そうそう。
どうしたの？
来てるわよ。アリスちゃんからのお手紙。
Beaming, she held out a white envelope.
はい、どうぞ。
ありがとう。
Aww. I snatched the letter and ran off.
どこ行くの？
部屋で読む。
How cute. How did he grow up to be such a dumbass? Like, he's such a cute little boy. How did he grow up so evilly? My heart thumped in my chest as I opened it. There I found a letter written in both Japanese and English.
あ、すごい。英語で書いてある。
The more letters we exchanged, the more I could tell that she was getting used to her new life there. Still, this was impressive progress in under a year.
アリスくん、お元気ですか？私は元気です。
Things have calmed down now, so I have more time to write you letters. I've learned a lot about my new country too. Check out these bilingual skills. Bilingual, sorry. I was really scared at first, but I found my courage, and it's all thanks to you. No, really, I'm not exaggerating. Your letters have meant the world to me. Life hasn't been that easy for me over here, but whenever I'm sad, your letters convince me to keep trying. Remember the time you said, "Don't cry, Arisu"? I'll never forget it for as long as I live. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, guess what? I'm learning how to cook. I keep thinking about all that yummy food your mom made for us. I want to learn to cook like that. God, I wish I was eating her apple pie right now. I'm still nowhere near as good as her, but I hope someday I can cook something for you. Until then, I'll practice lots and lots.
すごいな。アリスは頭がいいし、可愛いから、きっと向こうでもうまくやれるよ。手紙か。何を書いたらいいんだろう。
Her letter was full of positivity and optimism. But at some point, my life ran out of those things. At this rate, she was going to leave me behind. What good am I? I looked in the mirror.
君ならどう返事をする？
He didn't answer.
あの子が王子様だって言ったのはどっちの僕なんだろう。
Alice? Or Alice there? Ah, not again. A familiar ache spread through my chest.
そうだ。
I headed to the living room, grabbed the chair, and used it to reach the glass wagtails on the shelf. I was planning to wait until she came back to give her one, but I could just send it to her through the mail. And as long as she had it, we'd always be together. My fingers couldn't quite reach.
あともう少し。
Stretching up on my tiptoes, I tried again. My fingers barely grazed the glass. As I nearly lost my balance atop the chair, one of the wagtails fell onto the floor. I caught myself on the shelf, so I was fine, but the glass figurine had shattered into tiny pieces all over the carpet.
どうしよう。怒られる。
A dozen ideas rose to mind all at once. It was so expensive. Dad bought it just for me. If he found out I broke it, he'd be devastated. He might never buy me another gift ever again. Should have been so easy for me to carefully get the bird down from the shelf. If I couldn't even accomplish that, then what good was I? Not only that, but the wagtails were monogamous birds. I was supposed to give Arisu one of them so that we'd be together forever. But now that bird was destroyed. My heart ached so much that I could scarcely breathe. I could see someone's reflections in the shards of glass. No, it's not my fault. It was someone else. Ah. He split just from that?
あら。ここにあったガラス細工はどうしたの？
知らない。
In the heat of the moment, I lied. But only part of it was a lie. I didn't know what had happened to the glass fragments. In a blink, the mess was all cleaned up. At first, I was relieved, thinking maybe I had dreamt the whole thing. I thought to myself, thank goodness I didn't really break that wagtail. But when I looked up at the shelf, I saw that one of the birds were gone. Why? How? Wasn't that all a dream? I struggled to remember, but couldn't. Then I looked down at my hands and realized they were covered in cuts.
お願い。正直に答えて。嘘をつく子はお母さん。嫌いよ。
The words stabbed into my heart. Yes, I was lying, but I was also telling the truth. I just didn't know how to explain it.
ごめんなさい。俺が割ったんだ。
After that day, I started to notice little gaps in my memory. More time passed.
さあ、
The
今日か
cage.
らここが私たちの家よ。
Why can't we just take the cage out? It's just really weird, you know? If we moved into the room with the cage. I don't know. It's weird. After we were kicked out of our old house, we moved into this tiny little cottage. I never asked why, but I had an idea based on the way everyone treated us.
小さな家だけど、私とあなただけだし、住むにはなんてことないわね。
お父さんは？
お父さんは、多分、もう戻ってこないと思う。けど、大丈夫。あなたにはお母さんがいるから。
お母さん。
She hugged me gently.
アリス、何も心配しなくていいのよ。あなたは私が守るから。
I could tell my mother was in pain, but she was doing everything she could for me.
うん。
奥さん、いるんでしょ？いるのは分かってますよ。あら、開いたら。
何の用ですか？
いやね、すいませんね。奥さんがここに引っ越したって聞いて、いても立ってもいられず来ちゃいました。
Not this again. Yeah, I guess we're getting the story of how he splits.
旦那さんがうちに借りたお金、利子つけて返してもらわないと、うちも困るんですよ。そっちの子はお子さん？かわいい子ですね。
アリス、お母さんはこの人とお話があるから、あなたはあっちに行ってなさい。
うん。
All I ever did was hide in my mother's shadow. I knew I needed to do better, but my legs were shaking. Some prince I turned out to be. I squeezed my eyes shut and held my breath. Heart racing, I flailed my limbs, but I couldn't grab a hold of anything. Everything's getting dark. Am I going to sink to the bottom? Help me! I woke with a scream. Huh? I can breathe again. As I opened my blurry eyes, I realized that not only was I on dry land, I was no longer at the lake at all. Is this my house? What am I doing here? Where's Cinderella?
狼ですか？ゆりかさん！
Huh. Wait, now I'm confused because, like, where the fuck did he get those ears? Right? Where the fuck did he get those ears? No, I guess they can have whatever appearance they want in the dream world. You're right. Why did I think of this seriously? Okay, yeah. Okay. It makes sense again. So now we're in Red's route. Interesting. I didn't realize we would change routes. Out of nowhere, the door flew open, nearly stopping my heart in my chest. The intruder ignored me and marched straight to the window, which he promptly flung open.
どこにいる？狼！ここか？いない。すでに逃げた後か。
As I debated whether to say anything to the strange man, he suddenly looked over at me, his expression hard.
ゆりかさん、無事でしたか？お怪我はありませんか？
I had so many questions. Who was this guy? How did he know me? What was I doing here? But most importantly,
どうしましたか？
your ears. I stared at his head.
はい。私の耳が何か。
As he spoke, they twitched slightly. How cute! Cute! Can I touch them? Me for real. I unable to hold myself back. I lunged at him.
えいや、ちょっとやめてください
Oh. Pet, 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 pet.
あ
Pet, 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 pet. Your ears are so soft. He blushed and trembled as I continued to pet him relentlessly. How cute! What a good boy. Just then I noticed his hip scarf twitching. Oh, is that your tail? He has a tail? When I grabbed the wriggling lump, he flinched hard. Yep, that was a tail alright. Oh, what a good boy! I didn't know he had the tail as well. Ooh, so soft. I stroked his ear with one hand and his tail with the other. His tail's just as soft as the rest of him.
やめてください
Your mouth says no, but your tail says yes. He is cooked. I know, he's so cute. That sounds so wrong though. With an evil grin, I started stroking faster. Pet, 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 pet.
うわダメだもう
What a good boy. Yeah, I feel better now. After I had my fill of fuzzy fur, the gloom in my chest had faded considerably. I looked over at the wolfman, eyes sparkling. He peered at me from behind the safety of the door. Aw, you don't have to be so scared. I'm sorry, okay? I went too far. I want to talk to you, so could you please come a little closer? I beckoned to him, but alas.
嫌です近くに寄ったらまたもふられますから
He turned away, scowling. It's okay. I promise I won't do anything to you.
そう言ってあなたが何もしなかったことがありません
What kind of person do you think I am? Apparently, he saw Yurika Arisu as a lying witch. Seriously, I swear, I won't do anything.
本当に本当ですか
You're such a good boy. I swear, you can even tie me up if you want. That's Gretel's thing, sorry. Oh my god, that means we'll have to play Gretel's route again. I cannot take this. As a show of sincerity, I offered him both hands. Almost like a criminal waiting for my handcuffs. However...
縛るそんなハレンチなことできるわけないだろう
He shouted at me, blushing beet red. Kinky? I repeated the words back at him and he snapped to his senses.
すみませんつい取り乱しました
Okay? What's this guy's issue?
それでお話とは助けてと叫ばれていましたがあなたを狙う狼が現れたんですか
No, nothing like that. I looked at his ears. They kept twitching and breaking up, and it was very distracting to say the least. So cute. He leaped away from me. Then he pulled his hood over his head for good measure. Uh-oh, he really doesn't trust me now. Anyway, what a high-quality costume you're wearing. I tried to change the subject, but...
コスプレコスプレ
Babe.
コスチュームプレイエロ
Babe. Clearly his imagination was on par with that of a 12-year-old boy, and we were getting nowhere fast. Are you okay, buddy? Your nose is bleeding. It was quite surreal to see a stream of blood dripping down his otherwise handsome face.
大丈夫です
Baby, sweetie. Want the tissue?
ティッシュ
Babe. Look, are you sure you're alright?
大丈夫です
What a cutie. You sure don't look fine. Thinking quickly, I contemplated a potential solution. Even without my memories, I still had all my practical knowledge. Surely I could find a way to stop his nosebleed. As I recall, to stop a nosebleed, you should loosen your clothes, relax, and either sit down or lean against something. Well then, I spread my arms wide. Get those clothes off and get over here! Come on! Girl. Bro. Nobody is safe in this round. Ah! As he panicked, I set him down on the bed. 20 or 30 minutes went by. Feeling better now?
落ち着きました。
He seemed to have regained his composure. Glad to hear it. Satisfied, I gave him a smile and a nod. If I had let him keep bleeding endlessly, he would have passed out on the carpet. By the way, I prepared to address the elephant in the room. I hadn't been sitting here twiddling my thumbs the whole time, you know. After a solid effort to parse the situation on my own, it was time to ask the big question. Who exactly are you? Alright, seems like we're going to be doing this with everyone. I see. Oh boy, here we go.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, I know. Since you're here in my house, are you my older brother? Unable to take the silence any longer, I decided to hazard a guess.
Huh?
Huh? However, the third time was not the charm, and silence fell once more. As my mind spun, contemplating what to do, I heard him let out a long breath.
わかりました。体調を崩されているんですね。認識能力が著しく低下しているようですから、すぐに寝てください。
He rose from the bed and gestured to it, offering his place to me. What? No! Really, that's not it.
では、どういうことなんですか？
He squinted at me dubiously, so I decided to give him a very brief rundown of the situation. I have amnesia!
は？
Are we just going to keep going in circles or what? First Cinderella and now this. Look, I don't blame you for being confused. I know this must be hard to believe, but I've lost my memories. I don't know who I am or how I got here.
ですが、自分の名前。
I learned it from a man named Cinderella before I got here.
シンデレラさん？
Yes, we were at the lake just a few minutes ago, but now he's gone. Pretty sure I fell into the water, so I honestly have no idea how I got here. Do you know him? Hello, are you even listening? I waved my hands in front of his face. No reaction. Where'd you go all stiff? Babes. His nosebleed flared up again. Babe, come on. I think I'm gonna have to start watching what I say around this guy. Anyway, I know it's not easy to believe, but I'm honestly telling the truth. You know me, right? Who are you?
それは。
He gazed at me, his face flushed. Well?
私はあなたと、その、お付き合いをさせていただいております。赤ずきんと申します。
We're dating? So this is not the part of the route where he's still, like, being my bodyguard. Wow, I really am a thirsty nympho slut. Girl.
ビッチビチ。
Yeah, babe. Gosh, this can't be right. I thought I was engaged to Cinderella, but now you're telling me I have a boyfriend on the side? If this was true, then Yurika Arisu was quite possibly a heartless skag. To think of it, Alice did call me Miss Town Bicycle or whatever. I thought he was just trying to rile me up, but maybe he was actually right. As I murmured to myself, I slowly shook my head. I refused to believe the old me would have deceived an honest man like Cinderella or an innocent soul like Red Riding Hood. And yet, as things stood, I couldn't deny it. Without my memories, I couldn't be sure. Hey, Red? I need to confirm something real quick, so could I ask you to come with me? Wait, what the? Baby, sweetie. When I looked over on the carpet. Sweetheart! Ah, we're going back to the cafe. Looks like this is the same world after all. I sighed to myself. The lake, the forest, the main street, the side roads, none of it appeared to have changed.
どういうことですか?
I don't really know. Maybe this world only looks the same, but it's actually different. Even I could tell I sounded insane. But everything felt so fuzzy, I almost wondered if it was all a dream.
そうですか。
Earlier, he had looked at me like I had grown a second head, but now he seemed lost in thought. Maybe he was starting to believe me? For a while, we walked along in silence until...
あ、
Out of nowhere, Red stopped short. Likewise, I followed suit, glancing at his face in profile.
花が綺麗ですね。
As he spoke, he pointed into the distance. I followed his finger and spotted a flower shop. How will you respond? Agree? Oh, you're right! My attention wandered to the red flowers on display outside the shop. Oh, I remember! He liked the flowers because of a reason, but I don't remember why. But there was a reason why he liked this flower. Oh, yeah, carnations! Oh, they have carnations! I've always loved carnations. They looked so soft and sweet.
私も大好きです。
Honey, he mumbled, blushing as red as tomato. As I grinned at him, he raised a hand to his hood and averted his gaze.
ゆりかさんはご存知ですか? カーネーションの花言葉。
You know what carnations mean in flower language? Yes. I do. Red carnations represent maternal love, faith in love, and ardent love.
そうです! その通りです!
He exclaimed happily. That's strange. How did I know that? Apparently she had this knowledge, even if I didn't remember acquiring it.
ゆりかさん。
Eventually, we arrived at Cinderella's, or rather, my cafe. Here we are, this is the place. I ran right over to it, but found the door was locked. Oh, the sign says closed.
ここは?
What? I looked up at him. He stared blankly at the building.
いえ。あなたがさらわれた時に、ここを訪ねたことがあったなと。
Was I kidnapped? Oh, I was kidnapped by my own brother. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Kidnapped? Wow, that sounds intense. I spoke as though it had happened to someone else. But since I had no memories, there was nothing about Yurika Arisu that truly made her feel like me. That being said, I was starting to get really confused about the life she had been living. Well, what now? I wonder if anyone's home. I wanted to peek inside, but the curtains were all closed. Excuse me, is anybody home? Cinderella, Gretel, Snow White? I tried calling for them, but got no response.
シンデレラさんはここにはいないと思います。
What? Wait, so you do know him? On my question, he blinked back at me like it was a surprise for him too.
はい、一応。グレーテルと白雪さんのことも知っています。
Oh, whoa, so you guys are friends or what?
友人ではありません。彼らとは。
Brothers? But before he could finish his sentence...
狼が出たぞ
Ah, Luffy! What? Out of nowhere, a voice called out from behind him.
しまった!敵襲か!
ふっふっふ呼ばれて飛び出てじゃじゃーん狼くんの登場だかわいい子は食べちゃうぞガオー
How cute. Before us appeared a guy wearing what looked like a wolf onesie. The second he laid eyes on me, he flung his arms around me. Whoa! It was so sudden, I was utterly at a loss. tried to play it off with a vaguely friendly smile, but he blinked at me in confusion.
あれ、アリスちゃんが乗ってこない。いつもなら、キャー助けてーとかなんとか言ってくれるのに。
狼！ユリカさんから離れろ！
Then Red peeled him off of me.
いいじゃん、ちょっと抱きつくくらい。あっちゃんだっていつもアリスちゃんに抱きついてるんだろ？
How cute. The guy Red referred to as Wolfie began to pout and complain.
そんな卑猥なことするわけないだろう、エロ狼！私と彼女とは清いお付き合いを！
お付き合いって、お付き合い？
エロ狼！彼女の前でなんてこと言うんだ！公序良俗に反する行為として警察に突き出すぞ！
俺はただお付き合いって言っただけじゃねえか。勝手に勘違いしたのはお前だろ、エロ狼。
It felt like I was watching two 12-year-old boys, not entirely off. As I stared at them dismally, I heard a small sigh from behind me.
相変わらずお前らはバカで騒がしいな。人んちの前で何やってんだ。
漁師さん。
Now here was a character I had yet to encounter. There you have it. The man known as Mr. Huntsman unlocked the door and let us inside, where I explained the situation in full to them.
記憶喪失ね。
After I was finished, he murmured pensively. Incidentally, his real name was Ryoshi, and he was apparently my brother.
記憶喪失って、どっか頭でも打ったんすか？
No, I don't think anything like that happened. I felt around on my scalp just in case, but I couldn't find any injuries. Then Ryoshi pinned me with his gaze.
テレビや小説みたいに頭ぶつけて記憶を失うことなんてほとんどねえよ。あったとしても外傷を負った直後のほんの一瞬で長期的なものにはならない。記憶喪失の多くは心因性によるものだ。人は耐え難い苦痛に直面するとそこから逃避したいという気持ちが非常に強く現れる。ここから逃げたい。何も思い出したくない。過去を葬り去りたい。そういった耐え難い苦痛や不安といった受け入れ難い事柄を意識から除去することで記憶喪失は生まれる。要は自衛手段なんだ。自分が壊れてしまわないように、自分の体を心を守るために忘れる。
Good explanation.
なるほど。つまりあっちゃんとの生活に不満が募ってついには記憶喪失に。
Wolfie was clearly joking, but Red took it seriously. The blood drained from his face. Baby, no!
そうだったんですか。
Aww.
すみません。私があなたを満足させられなかったばっかりに。
No, that's not true. I'm very satisfied, or at least I was.
そうでしょうか。
Very sure. I mean, you're such a fascinating person, Red. Plus, you're handsome and adorable and fluffy and adorable. Sensing my ill intentions, he pulled his hood low over his eyes.
こうしてると本当に記憶喪失ってくらい変わりないっすけどね。
Do I?
まあな。
Just then, Red spoke up sharply.
そんなの当たり前でしょう。記憶がなくても
Aww.
ゆりかさんはゆりかさんですから。
ただ本当に記憶がないんだったら何か原因があるんだろう。
An awkward silence fell between us.
そういえばあなたはお兄さんの存在は覚えているんですか？
Red changed the subject. No, but I heard from Cinderella that I had one. Still, it's strange. Just yesterday I was here with Cinderella, Gretel, and Snow White, and now it's you three. According to Ryoshi, this cafe was one of the several Arisu family-owned properties, but I had never attempted to run said cafe. How could that be possible? What about the time I spent with Cinderella and his brothers? So, do you guys know them? Yeah, people didn't just randomly lose memory. That will be hella strange. Yeah.
ああ、そうだな。
知ってるっす。
I see. What about me? Did I know them before I lost my memories? At this, they all exchanged a wordless glance. Apparently, they didn't know the answer to my question. I just don't get it. How could I have forgotten all these important things? I mumbled down at the floor. Then, after a long silence, I remembered something and looked up. That reminds me, what about Alice?
アリス
Do you know him? He's blonde with blue eyes, a foul mouth, a big head, a bad attitude, and not a single shred of modesty or tact.
随分な言いよっすね。
そいつなら心当たりがあるぞ。
You do? Wait, this is progressing really fast compared to back when we were in Cinderella's route. Ryushi led me upstairs to the room at the end of the hall. I think he was in the exact same spot as last time. Why didn't I think of that? Felt like I had been wasting my time, and in fact, I was. Maybe my head was just there for decoration after all, girl. Alice, please come on out. I need to talk to you. I shouted as I knocked. Alice! Alice!
出てきませんね。
I pressed my ear to the door and listened for any signs of life. I didn't hear anything, but I could sense someone on the other side. Spinning on my heel, I looked at Ryoshi, the owner of the building. Ryoshi, would it be alright if I took the door off its hinges?
後で修理しろよ。
Girl. Excellent, okay, Dad? I took a step backwards, dropped into a fighting stance, and prepared for a battle. Rah! But before I could toss a high kick...
やめろ
Oh, there he is. Alice popped out with a horrified look on his face.
出てこないからといって無理やり扉をこじ開けようとするなというか、今のは絶対こじ開けようとする掛け声じゃなかったぞ。明らかに破壊しようとしていただろう。君にはつつましさとか繊細さとか、そういう女性らしさはないのか。乙女なら乙女らしくもっと女子力を磨け。
Oh, don't worry. Violence is very feminine. I threw out a practice punch.
君のそういうところが男らしさに拍車をかけてるんだよ。生まれる性別間違えたんじゃないのか。
Sorry, but I'm an alpha wolf who always catches her prey. Case in point, you. I bumped over and threw my arms around him. You're not getting away from me this time. I've got you surrounded. I grinned evilly. Red Riding Hood and Wolfie stood blocking the stairs, and I strongly doubted Alice could get past them.
小賢しい真似を。
Now then, answer my questions like you promised. Why do you keep running from me? Where are we? Who are you?
それは。
Yes? He fell silent for a moment, then he whirled around and pointed at the window.
あんなところに水でEカップの水着ギャルがぴょんぴょん飛び跳ねてる。
I'm sorry, I'm just a girl. I would look. I would look. I giggled at his childish trick. Oh, that's gonna work on the guys because they're both pervs. Oh. Alright, that's not going to work, Alice. If you're trying to distract me, then why would you...
どこいいってどのくらいやっぱ揺れるの
Babes.
A, B, C, D, E.
Oh, my men are stupid.
E! Go!
I see. Men, SMH. Why are you guys falling for it? The two brainless boys went straight for the window.
君はまだまだ男心を理解できていないようだな。
I see. So this is what men are like? Can you confirm, Bomberfish? Hey! With everyone distracted, Alice dashed away. Understandable! I mean, if it's an E, I gotta look, right? Surely, like, it's rare.
えあ待ってアリス
They hurried after him, but as you might expect, it was too late. He got away again, and so easily too. I'm furious. I stomped my feet in frustration. That being said, he was in the same spot last time. Maybe there's a connection here. I peered into the newly vacant room. Oh, this is the first time we went into his room. This is like Snow White's room. I don't see anything particularly interesting. It was minimally furnished, the only thing of note being a chessboard on the top of a small table. Leave dessert.
ゆりかさん
Yes, sir! Caught me off guard, so I ended up responding like some kind of grunt soldier.
今すぐこちらに来てください
Got it, boss! We headed down to the first floor where he showed me a handkerchief.
これを見てください
Is that hair? What? Lying on the pink fabric was a strand of glittering golden hair.
はい色といい細さといい何よりもこの微妙な縮れ具合
それって
Interesting. Where did you find it?
1階のバスルームの前です
That's really weird, honey.
やっぱりそれって
Pubes? That's what I was thinking too, because he said it's curly.
いいからお前は黙っとけ。
はい
Yoshi grabbed Wolfie by the scruff of the neck and dragged him off. Well, let's go check the bathroom.
そうですねいいですか私が合図したら一気に制圧します
Understood, sir? Alice was surely hiding out in the bathroom. Following my commander's hand signals, I held my breath and waited for the chance to strike. Then at last the time came.
3、2、1、GO!
Go, go, go! Wait, what the? When we kicked the door down, however, Alice was nowhere to be seen.
おかしいですね確かにここに逃げ込んだと思ったのですが
As Red Riding Hood peered around the bathroom, my attention drifted towards the sink. There's a mirror here. What if... My fingers were drawn to its surface. When I touched it, it rippled like water. Looks like it'll let us through.
行けるってどこにですか
A different world, if I had to guess.
別の世界
I nodded firmly. Truth be told, I passed through Okay, I'm getting tired. After this scene, I'm done. I passed through a mirror to get here.
鏡を通り抜けて
Yeah? In the darkness, I passed through the giant crystal... Phew! So hard. In the darkness, I passed through the giant crystal mirror and arrived in Cinderella's world. Then I fell into the mirror reflection of the still lake and arrived here. In other words, each mirror could take me somewhere new. I'm sorry. I know it must sound like something out of a dream. I can't claim to understand it myself, but the fact is, I came here chasing Alice. Red stared back at me as blankly as I confessed.
私はバカで
Sweetie.
あなたの言葉の意味もよく理解できていないのですがつまりあなたは別の世界からやってきたということですか漫画みたいに
Yes, just like in a manga.
あなたが別の世界から来たというのなら私が出会ったあなたと今のあなたは別人なんでしょうか
Mm-hmm. The question made my heart ache. I'm not sure. It might still be the same me, or it might not be. The only way to find out for sure for me is for me to catch Alice.
なぜアリスなんですか彼が何を知ってると言うんですか
When I was all alone in the darkness, it was Alice who took my hand. And he called me Arisu. Surely he has to know who I am. I wouldn't have come this far if it wasn't for him. I don't know why he keeps running from me, but there has to be some reason. There's a reason I need to catch him.
そうですか
Well, Red, this is where we say goodbye. I turned away from him and reached out to the mirror.
待ってください
He grabbed my shoulder. The expression on his face hard and determined. I blinked at him.
私もあなたと一緒に行きます
Really? Huh? But...
あなたが記憶喪失で他の世界からやってきた人で
Aw, what a sweetie.
あなたが私の知ってる彼女じゃなかったとしても目の前で困ってる人を見捨てておけませんそれがアリスよりかなら
Aww.
なおさら私は あなたを一人にはさせません。
Oh, Ren. Okay then, let's hold hands.
手ですか？いや、それは。
Ignoring his bashful blushing, I snatched his hand.
手が
Yes, sweetie. Here we go. I want to know if he actually comes with us. So let's stay until then. I never liked school. Oh, okay. Okay. I never liked school much. I didn't look like the other kids, so I didn't fit in. And it made me a target for bullying. But now people were starting to treat me a bit differently, and I didn't understand why.
お前さ、何？
So cute.
いい加減嘘つくのやめろよ。とぼけんなよ。この前、自分がいらないおもちゃをくれるって言ってたのに、結局持ってこねえじゃねえか。何のこと？うわ、最低。私にも指輪をくれるって言った。
Ah, Cinderella.
知らない。本当に知らない。何のこと？
俺知ってる。こいつんち、本当はすっげえ貧乏なんだよな。なのに金持ちぶってさ、嘘つきだよ。
嘘じゃない。
男なのにリボンしてさ、男女。
これは。
This ribbon was the only one thing that connected me to Arisu. I wanted to scream at them for insulting her, but I couldn't. The next day.
じゃあ、お母さん、お仕事に行ってくるから。
Mom noticed my silence and frowned, puzzled.
どうしたの？
お腹痛い。
I was lying, of course. I just didn't want to go to school and get made fun of for reasons I didn't understand. But I didn't dare complain to my mother, who worked hard without a single day off.
大丈夫？熱は？熱はないみたいだけど、どうしよう。どうする？病院行く？
大丈夫。
そう？じゃあ、一人でお留守番できる？
うん。
I nodded and she gently stroked my hair.
今日はお家でゆっくりしてなさい。学校にはお休みしますって伝えておくから。いいこと。お外で遊んではダメ。周りのみんなは狼なの。狼はどんな悪いことをするかわからないから。話しかけられても知らん顔をしているのですよ。
See, she has changed the way she talks because I remember like before she noticed that Snow White and like basically before she noticed that he has the ID, she was saying something else. Not this, I think.
お母さんがいない間、ちゃんとお留守番しているのよ。もし誰かがこの家にやってきても決して中に入れてはいけません。
わかった。
I had stayed at home alone before, but this was my first time faking sick to skip school. My heart thumped in my chest like I was doing something wrong. And possibly as a result of my guilty conscience. But for some reason, it felt like someone was watching me.
誰かいるの？
Cinderella?
気のせいか。
From then on, I skipped school more and more.
はい。はい。すみません。はい。それでは。学校から。
The sadness in my mother's eyes made my chest ache.
ねえ。どうして学校に行きたくないの？
それは。
誰かに意地悪されてるの？お母さんに教えて。
別に何もないよ。
当に？
本当。
どうしたの？
ただ、影が。
影？
Ah,
お母さん、
so he's about to shift. I wondered if maybe I should just tell her everything, including the stuff that happened at school and about the presence I felt watching me from the shadows. Maybe she would believe me.
なんでもない。
アリス。
Soon after, I started having these strange dreams now and then. Dreams where I played with a boy my age.
あっちゃん、こっちこっち。あっちゃん？君は。
I didn't know the boy's name.
トーク、何してんだよ。ほら。
But he seemed to know me, and he was happy to lead me by the hand. Next thing I knew, my mother was crying.
お母さん？どうして泣いてるの？
So Snow White's already there. If Red Riding Hood's already there, that means Snow White's already there as well. When I called out to her, she spoke to me in a watery voice.
アリス。あなたは本当にアリスなの？
But I didn't understand why she would ask me that. When I jumped through the mirror, I didn't pause to think of how I would go about landing on the other side. I could feel myself tumbling through the darkness. Ah! Then the darkness lit up and I landed hard on my butt. Ow. I clutched my aching tushy. What awaited me here in this new world?
ゆりかちゃんどないしたん？
So, Red didn't come with me. Alright, okay. I think that is it for today. I am starting to make a lot of talking mistakes. So I think I'm tired. I'll continue this tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish it. I don't know how long the route is. But I think I made quite a good chunk. Bruh, what? But yeah, I think we can finish it, hopefully. If not, then I'm definitely finishing it on Tuesday. And then I also want to finish, because I've been doing like the Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar Rival event. So I'm planning to stream that as well. Because I've gotten them, but I just haven't looked at them. Because I was waiting to save my reaction for the stream. But yeah. Alright then, Otsu, thank you for coming, Bomberfish. It was nice to talk to you. Hope to see you guys again next time. Bye bye. Let me just save one more time.